What's going on, Aquarius? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having what I want you to be having? An exceptional month so far? Yeah, that sounds good, Aquarius. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just fantastic, Aquarius. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Harry has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. And let me tell you why, Aquarius, because it is Celestial News Monthly. Yes, I'm getting better about that time, Aquarius. Look at these fireworks. Seriously, that's been the highlight of this whole week. I've been enjoying that like every single time, Aquarius. And you're my last one of this spread, so we're really gonna go big. But with this monthly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you in a little word salad. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force reading on the situation, okay? So with all that being said, Aquarius, let's jump into it. This is what happens. This is what happens too when you catch me off when I get off my side gig. It's like for some reason I have like extra energy. It's like we're just gonna roll with it. And Aquarius, your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here. Now, I have Zodiac Oracle cards here with the signs that the Sun and the planets are in. I'm going to pull an Oracle card from this deck for each one, and we will get some details with the Tarot. But before we jump into this thing, Aquarius, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links to them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching Aquarius, so definitely check them out. Very, very amazing insights that they bring. But also down in the link below, there is a link for an astrologer. There's some apps that I like also working with there, Aquarius. So I got a link, I got it just loaded up there for you, so definitely check that out. Thank you. But before we jump into your first card here, let's talk about this big birthday party that Capricorn's throwing in their sign, because they are going kind of big there, Aquarius. You're going to have to, this is going to be a tough one to follow up. But you have, well, actually now, you have the Sun that's entering Capricorn, you have Mars that's entering Capricorn, Mercury is in Capricorn, is about to do some retrograde boogie, and then you have Pluto that is going to be in Capricorn until your birthday season. So it's like at first it's like, oh, Capricorn's really bringing it, but you may even bring it a little bit bigger there for your birthday season there, Aquarius, and Pluto's bringing a gift. But let's talk about the Sun first, the nugget, because the Sun is going to be entering Capricorn on the 21st of December at about 10:27 p.m. and that'll be Eastern Time, Aquarius, and then we'll be there through the 20th of January. And with this energy, Aquarius, this is great for setting and achieving your long-term goals. And you may feel a stronger drive to excel in your professional endeavors, feel a heightened sense of responsibility, and even a willingness, if that's kind of been the stars there, Aquarius, to even take on leadership roles. And I feel, too, that this could be a very beneficial one for you, Aquarius, just because when you think about your sign, you're the fixed air sign. And I feel like Aquarius energy is one that when it does really find its focus, it does develop this, I feel like, sense of, I feel like you're able to really kind of dissect things in a certain type of way and come at it in a, just, that innovation kind of kicks in. But I feel like it's finding the thing that really keeps your attention. And so I feel like this is like really thinking broad, something that you can see yourself in evolving with over time here, maybe over the next 5-10 years, however far your future sight goes out there, Aquarius. And the thing though to be mindful of is that with Capricorn, they are like the probably the hardest working sign of the zodiac, and we want to make sure that we're finding a balance between our work and our personal lives there. Because what's the sense of building this empire if you can't enjoy it, Aquarius? So yeah, just something to think about there. But let's go ahead and get into your first card here, and look at that, Aquarius. Look at you and your divine guidance there, and you are being divinely guided, Aquarius. Because I would, you know, when you think about your ruler Uranus, Uranus is a very intuitive energy because to be able to, when you think just about, because a big thing with your sign is that innovative mind that you have, that when you have those burst of brilliance, those like, oh well, why don't we just do this, or why don't we try it from this standpoint, or the one that's bringing in that unique opinion. That is a powerful energy to have, and I feel that if you can find the things that get you in that space, get you in that sort of like inspired type of energy there. And I feel like as you get these ideas, these kind of, getting these sort of like brain blast moments, write this stuff down, keep it documented somewhere, because even if it's something that you can't do something with, yours is also a sign of networking and making friends and things. So this could be something where we can even pitch these ideas to someone else. I remember talking with a Sagittarius that was saying that there's these ways to take these ideas and kind of sell them to people in a sense, and kind of I mean, come on, Aquarius, monetize off of this. But I do feel though, with this divine guidance, I do feel that there is this, because this makes sense too, because one of your rulers, Saturn, is in a very psychic energy of Pisces over these next few years. And so you can take those intuitive flashes that Saturn is trying to get you disciplined on, because there is this focus here that's coming with the divine guidance. And again, you being the fixed air sign, I feel like it's like when you take an idea and really stick to it and see it through, then you can, I mean, it's just, I feel like you would really kind of surprise yourself, and then kind of those wins would just keep kind of happening there. But, and listen, Aquarius, I feel like it's because there is this, because you can see the potential in all of the things. That's where I feel like that split kind of happens with Aquarius energy. But that's like, I have a Gemini moon, and I get that, because it's like I'll start on be studying on one topic and then jump from another into another into another into another, and it's just like processing all of this stuff. But it's just like trying to wrangle all of the details, and can be a lot there. So I feel like just really listening to that intuitive gut and try to keep this focus is what's kind of naming a game here. But let me get some tarot on this and get some details. And look at that, we have our first building block there. Ace of Pentacles. That's a strong start there, Aquarius. And the Empress. Let me tell you, you are my last sign of this monthly spread of every spread, and so you get all the tea as far as what's been happening. And there's been it's been tea time with Empress. But it's been a lot of, and with this deck, Aquarius, there are two Empresses in this deck. And you happen to get the wiser Empress there. And she hasn't been popping out very much. So, and the High Priestess. And we were talking about that. Look at your divine guidance there. So pay attention, Aquarius, because you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, the High Priestess, and then the Empress here. And look at these synchronicities here, because the High Priestess is the second card, Two of Wands, the Empress is the third card, Three of Wands. And I feel that your intuition, High Priestess, is trying to divinely guide you here. Two of Wands the Two of Wands is the choice that that you feel is that, like, those things that you just can't explain. You just like that, just kind of like those tugs, those invisible tugs from the universe, just like something that sparks your curiosity, like, let me see where this goes, or, I wonder about this. And then I feel like, because the Three of Wands is giving me this, like, it's like where there's I'm thinking of a three of wands in another deck in the Astro Matrix deck where not the Astro Matrix the Light Seers deck, and there's this woman that's standing out in the ocean waiting for the big wave to come in, waiting for Empress to be, abundance to be coming through in a sense. But I feel that this is like following this the three of wands is like that path towards completion in a sense. You're working towards this, that winding road to again to your your victory there, to whatever it is that you want to accomplish. And then your Ace of Pentacles, this is the tools that you need. This is that start of that energy here, Aquarius. And I feel that the more that you learn to listen to your guides and to trust, and then it takes a minute to start to let go and start to listen to that, but it is one that you get in sync with those energies, Aquarius. I feel like there's this abundance that is around the corner here, and I feel there's a lot that you can learn about yourself with the Empress, because she's not just about just being a like just she doesn't just receive abundance just because she's out there growing. The Empress is a hustler. She rules over Taurus and Libra. She has two houses that she needs to that she's rocking with. So Venus is one that it is work getting to that, but it is that perseverance in that state with that Taurus energy. And even too, like again, I feel there's this let me get a little bit more with the Ace of Pentacles here before we move on, Aquarius. I just want to find out the Alright, Aquarius. Alright, so the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by a little more pentacles. The Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles here, Aquarius. And so this Six of Pentacles is this sort of balanced energy. It can be this card of reciprocity, but I'm getting this energy of where you give your energy, where you tune your focus into is what's going to grow and what's going to get you into this place where we can relax. But the Nine of Pentacles too, I like that this combination has been popping up too. A lot of people going from this Nine of Pentacles, which is your pre-Empress energy, to this Empress. But again, you are who else? Someone else got the wiser Empress too. But I feel that you are one that it's trust your intuition. Can't. It's the words are right on the tip of my tongue there, Chris. But I feel like it's that diligence is going to pay off in the long run. But I think I'm gonna pull out of that. So just something to think about there. I love that High Priestess Empress intuitively navigating towards your abundance. Now let's talk about Aquarius, or excuse me, let's talk about you, Aquarius, because we're getting ready to move into Sagittarius energy, because you like that. Mercury that's going to be in Sagittarius, and then Venus is going to be in entering Sagittarius. But Mercury is in Capricorn right now, currently retrograding back into Sagittarius, which they'll enter on the 23rd of December and will be there through the 1st of January. And I like this, how this retrograde is lining up, because retrogrades are a time of reflection, and right as Mercury is going retrograde, a couple of days before, Jupiter is going to be going retrograde. So this we're going to be the only one that's going to be left is your ruler. So look at you, look causing trouble as usual there, Aquarius. But I like how, because the end of the calendar year is already has us in this sort of reflective energy anyway. So now I really feel like it's excuse me. the universe is like laying out this runway in a sense for you to get these any sort of goals that you want to off the ground. And you got the Ace of Pentacles there. You're starting out off at Nine of Pentacles as a card before you're getting to your legacy. That sort of big win with the ten of Pentacles. But with Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, there may be a stronger inclination to kind of reflect on your beliefs and the kind of bigger questions in life. What is your purpose? What does abundance look like for you? Where is my intuition trying to guide me? What does my intuition look like on me? What does that mean to me? Just these kind of bigger sort of life things there, Aquarius. And this too, if because Mercury retrograde can deal with Mercury deals with travel, and Sagittarius being ruled by Jupiter is also, and they're just a sign of travel as well. And so just double checking our travel plans and be prepared for any sort of like potential delays or changes in our schedules. Also, miscommunications or misunderstandings may arise, and I feel like that's a tricky one too, being in Sag energy, which can be, a bit blunt. So we just want to make sure we're approaching our conversations with some tact there, Aquarius. And then technology can be a little wonky as well. Mercury kind of does a lot when they're retrograde, but minus this little trickery that's going on there. Oh, and packages can potentially be delayed, or any sort of like mail, and even like emails can be sent to wrong folders. So not to be like, where we're just overly paranoid, but if you are expecting something, you notice that it's been a minute, there might be something to kind of check into there, Aquarius. It might be sign that Mercury's kind of hard at work. When Mercury first went retrograde, I went to my side gig, and that was a sight. I was just keeping it cool as a cucumber there, Aquarius, and that's what you need to do during Mercury retrograde. Just chill out. And then Mercury entered back into Capricorn on the 13th of January, which will get us back into that, working towards that Empress, working towards our legacy, our heart, what our achievements and things. And then speaking of the Empress, Venus is going to be entering into Sagittarius on the 29th of December. And with this, Aquarius, there may be a desire for bringing, excitement and new experiences into our relationships. Because Sagittarius is about, going out there and seeing what life has to offer, finding inspiration in all of the little journeys that they tend to go on there, and opening their minds up to new possibilities. So this could be great for even two can if we're maybe single possibly there, this can influence how you approach love and relationships, because it fosters this sense of hope and possibility and optimism, because that's a big thing with Sagittarius, that optimistic energy that they have there. And this could even be too bringing that sense of hope and possibilities if there had been any sort of like rifts or anything in relationships, that hope and possibility that maybe we can even mend some stuff there, Aquarius. So that's something to think about. And the nice thing too with this energy is that this is favorable for relationships that involve traveling. So any sort of like networking, anything like that. And again, you're a big old sign of networking. So work with these energies. And also, Aquarius, depending on where your placements are at, this is forming a sextile with your sign, which is an energy of opportunities. These Ace of Pentacles here. And I remember reading in one of these books that I have, it's a really fantastic one. I have to, Aquarius, I might include some links for some of the books that I like reading too there. But with the sextile energy, I remember reading when it's between a fire and an air sign, wherever those placements are, these are opportunities that are being presented to you, whereas the water and earth ones are ones that you create. And so this could be one. Pay attention to any sort of signs there. Trust your intuition. If something seems like it's going to open up a new path for you, Three of Wands, and it feels like do your research, of course. There, trust whatever your gut tells you there. You don't have to just because you know how to trust your intuition there, Aquarius. But yeah, follow that and see where that may lead you to. But sextile energy is one you either take advantage of or you don't. It'll come around again. But it'll look a little different, but it'll definitely come around again. But let's get an oracle card on this. Love it. Look at this growth. Thank you. And see, you have wise empress, and now you have wisdom. So see how these energies are lining up here for you, Aquarius, and I feel like you are learning a lot about yourself, and that's really cool. And I feel though that in order to attain this wisdom is to take. And I'm gonna switch this a little bit because that's kind of getting into what Saturn wants you to do. It's taking these intuitive insights that you're getting and putting them into practice. Two of Wands, making these, because you got this energy here, two, three of Wands, and you got all these pentacles here, ace, six, nine of pentacles. For some, that's interesting. I was even getting this with this, because I may have mentioned that the Nine of Pentacles is this independent energy, and I feel that for some, it's not that we're not partnering with others, but I feel that there's making sure about being mindful, kind of spreading ourselves too thin in a sense. You know, something that may kind of be dividing your energies from making you get what your the goals that you want to accomplish there. But with this wisdom, in order to gain this wisdom, is to take the knowledge that we have and put it into action, and take the knowledge that we've learned from situations and apply it to growth, Empress. And it's this nurturing energy that's coming through here with this Empress as well, fostering these intuitive gifts that you have, because you know, Aquarius is known for. I remember the astrologer that I like watching. They were talking about Aquarius energy, and you know, this brilliance that comes with it. And I've read stuff about that too, and you know, I want to say that if I remember correctly, your sign is associated with the brain, but I feel it's one that, because I feel like you have a way of when you focus and you, how do I want to put this? I feel because you can see the potential of something so far into the future that, let me get some tarot on this, because there's something that I'm yeah, let me get some tarot on to see if I can find the words for this, Aquarius. Let me see what's going on here for it. You are, of course you are, Aquarius. So, love that. Okay. So you have the Three of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the King of Cups, the King of Wands, and then you, the Star card here, Aquarius. And I feel with this energy, Aquarius, that in order to get this really, to, I feel like, make the most of this wisdom here, I feel that it's going out there with this King of Wands energy, and I'm getting for some, it's like there's this need to go experience things, to really just kind of go in life and kind of you just kind of, because the Two of Wands, there's usually this figure that's holding this world in the palm of their hands, and that's why I feel like it's like going on some sort of journey, or going to experiences in life, and go experience like different things in there. There are going to be, you know, maybe some heartaches. I'm even getting, you know, some tricky times that we might get into, but I feel that it leads to this it leads to this wisdom in a sense there. Just but it's just for some. I don't feel like we're just gonna go be just reckless there, Aquarius. But I do feel like that it's a time to kind of like just broaden our horizons in a sense with this energy coming through there, whatever that may look like. If this is not going on like a physical, let's say, adventure, this could be just more so about a journey within, connecting with source, getting into meditation, getting into whatever that's looking like, doing some sort of past life healing in a sense, and with this more past life, why not? And then even just some past healing, because the star card can be a card of healing as well there, Aquarius. But I feel this is you tapping into a different type of vibration with the star card being here. And the Seven of Swords for me can be, this guy's trying to find, using like the traditional, let's say like Rider White Seven of Swords. He's trying to remove these swords to keep the army from fighting, and I feel like it's finding these alternative ways to, I don't know, to like access this wisdom in a sense. And let me get a little bit on this King of Cups before we move on here, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on with him. Because I was even getting to, that there's this... Because the King of Cups is, he's an emotional king. And yours is a sign that is, I feel like understands emotions on that logical level. But it's similar to Capricorn, because Capricorn just sometimes they push theirs aside. But you, I feel... Yeah, it's like there's this understanding, but I feel there's a need to process something here with the king. Excuse me, with the King of Cups here and this Three of Swords energy. This sort of. But let me see what's going on here. So the King of Cups is clarified by the Five of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles here. And I feel for some that maybe we've been sort of rushing past some sort of experience here, because the Knight of Pentacles is a slowing down type of it. He's the slowest knight of the knights. And I feel there is a needing to process something here, some sort of emotional upheaval, because the Five of Cups can be a very, just kind of like this emotional distress type of things. But it might be something where we might be doing similar to like kind of what Capricorn does, and I feel like it comes partway with that Saturn influence of just sort of pushing the emotions to the side. And I feel Uranus for you brings in that, because Uranus is that higher mind, the higher octave of Mercury, and just sort of like dissects this thing and just categorizes it and calls it a day. But I feel like that's still not quite processing it. It's just like that we're just kind of putting it off in a sense. So, and I'm not saying like forcing this healing along, but making time and making space for the healing process to really kind of go through here. If we do have some things that we haven't processed or some things that we don't understand why we may be feeling. And the King of Cups is that emotional wisdom, that understanding, that true, because in order to heal it, Aquarius, you gotta feel it. And it's not getting swept up in it. But I feel when we don't deal with it, when it does come knocking at your door, because it always does, it channels in a not so constructive way. So hopefully that makes sense, Aquarius. But wisdom. But yeah, I think I'm gonna move on from that, Aquarius. Yeah, very interesting reading here. I feel like you a lot of learning about yourself and like how, because I love that you popped up here. Yeah, you and Sag had one where just a lot of learning going on through there. Now let's talk about because this will kind of line up nicely with where both your rulers are at, because they're in different signs here. But you have Saturn, one of your rulers. Let's get some tea, Aquarius. I forgot I got it here. But you have Saturn that's in Pisces, and then you have Neptune that's in Pisces as well there, Aquarius. And with your ruler, Saturn, especially with how you got this divine guidance and wisdom and things, Saturn's going to be in Pisces until the 25th of May, 2025. So you get a couple more years of this very intuitive place. I feel like for Saturn to be, and I like Saturn in Pisces because this really encourages us to apply our intuitive insights practically and really make them more useful. So this is taking that potential that you have here, Aquarius, the star card, you, and I feel like too, it's like kind of getting back into your tarot for a moment. The star card can be this card of wishing as well. What does abundance look like for you? What is it your truest, your that deep down wish that you want there? And like I feel like it's this with that 7 of Swords being there, because that can be a card of trickery, deceit, lying, and things. But I feel it's there's some that we may not be living some sort of truth in a sense, or we may not be honest with ourselves as far as like what we want in our that's just kind of coming through there, Aquarius. But yeah, this is about taking those high priestess energies, those intuitive insights that you receive, or however you connect with source, however your intuition translates, and learning how to act on those things, to trust that energy more, and to let yourself be divinely guided to your dreams, to your wishes. And also too, this really does support a more kind of structured approach to spiritual practices and inner growth. And Saturn too is a planet of discipline, and I feel this is not something where we just kind of just rest on our laurels. In a sense, I feel like it's going to take some serious application, some really thoughtful intentions there. So one of the easiest forms to manifest there, Aquarius, is writing stuff down. Like, and not to say that that's the answer for all the stuff, but that's a great start, just to get in that act of manifesting that at its smallest, and then making it bigger, and then making it bigger. Like, okay, how do I take this from paper and manifest that, and then just keep going with that, and then to appreciate the magic in that, Aquarius. Even just look around at all the things that you have, and it doesn't matter what that looks like, and just think about that someone made that, that they took a thought and made it a thing, and that's incredible. So, and then you got Neptune that's in Pisces as well, and that's one of the rulers of Pisces along with Jupiter. They're like, you got two rulers. And with Neptune being at home in her sign, having been at home in her sign, spirituality has really has grown. There's been a greater sensitivity to spirituality, to the metaphysical realms, and connecting with higher self, with source. Even hearing discussions I've noticed over the last few years have really kind of involved people talking more about their zodiac signs, but on a more nuanced level. To understand like sun, moon rising, and Mercury retrogrades, and just little things like that. Just that I feel like is just kind of reconnecting there. And this is really great energy too, very conducive for various forms of creative endeavors, because you know Aquarius, I remember there's probably now one of my I really like this band. My mom introduced them to me, and they're I want to say the the main person for that leader passed away not too long ago, a few years ago. But he's an Aquarius, and I'm talking brilliant mind. When I mean listening to the music, I mean it's just like every piece is so complex, but it works so perfectly, and that's where I feel like yours is one, like when you really apply and focus on something. I mean the things that I feel like it's like you unlocking this. I feel like when you tackle something, it's like when you would approach a Rubik's cube, and just kind of like you find this unique combination in a sense, and just like something unlocks there. Like, so really allow yourself to do some creative things, connect with source, and whatever that looks like for you, Aquarius. But let's get an oracle on this. Hmm. Interesting, Aquarius. So you have the overcome fear card here. And that might be part of maybe what the, oh, where'd it go? That might be part of what this Three of Swords may be here. Maybe this Five of Pentacles here. I feel that in order to really, I feel like, make the most of these gifts that you have, there are some things that we do need to face, you know. And that's what I was saying with the Knight of Pentacles, that sort of like there's this energy of slowing down, because one of your cards for me is the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords tends to be so future oriented that the reason if he finds himself in a repeat cycle is because there's something that he's not tapped into the present. You know, it's you know, we are living our future every moment there, Aquarius, and we take these lessons from the past in order to adjust to this present there and alter our future. But I feel that when you're too much into either the future and the past, then that just it messes up the flow. It keeps you out of that flow in a sense. It's one thing, you know, to plan ahead. You know, I'm not saying we're not planning with the Knight of Pentacles there, because he's a card of if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. But if there are some if we're finding ourselves in a repeat cycle, there may be something that we need to pause and kind of. This is really giving me kind of hermit energy, in the sense of just how the hermit usually has this lantern that has this light in the middle of it that's needing to something where we need to go deep down and kind of find something that's buried, that's getting in our way, maybe a kind of a devil energy, some type of low vibration, or maybe somewhere that's just hurt, so that we can learn from it, get this wisdom, and then strengthen that divine guidance in a sense. And it's tough, Aquarius, dealing with those energies, and I get it, you know, where, you know, because listen, my sun sign's in Cancer, so I get where emotions can be a lot sometimes, but just how we have to learn as Cancerians to balance out the emotions and not be in that reactive energy. You know, that's why I tell you in Capricorn quite a bit, that there is this need to make sure that we also aren't disregarding them as well. All the elements, the water, the air, the fire, the earth, all have a play a part here in achieving this balance. And so, but let's get some let's find out a little bit about this overcome fear here, because I feel even with the Seven of Swords kind of being involved with this energy, there may be something we were telling ourselves that we're over in a sense, but is needing a different, a kind of a harsher, or maybe a more kind of not harsher, but a clearer look in a sense, you know. But may have said we were over something and just kind of jumped the gun a little bit. It's giving me almost like even like a hanged man type of energy there. But let's see what's going on here for you guys. And I like that. One of your rulers. Thank you. Alright, Aquarius. So, So you have the Eight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor here, and then your ruler Uranus, the Fool. And, you know, the Eight of Swords can be the self-imposed prison. It can be whatever these fears are, or whatever whatever that's keeping you, I feel like, kind of stuck and trapped in your head with this Eight of Swords here. You know, I feel there's a need to, you know, Three of Pentacles kind of work on that. You know, as far as like working on that, as far as like to. I know I feel like it's standing up to these energies as they make sense for you, Aquarius. And again, I'm not telling you to force you to do this like right now. Heal yourself. No, as it makes sense. And it's like it's facing these fears head on with the Emperor, letting these fears become, become fuel for you to take different actions in a sense, to because I feel for some it's like we're afraid to take that leap of faith, even as far as like to even jump into that space. But I feel that because I even feel for some it's like we're maybe even afraid to jump to space because we might feel that we might not have the strength to get out of here with this Emperor energy, that we may not be able to rise above in a sense. But I feel like it's like as I feel like, as you find the pace, with the Knight of Pentacles, take it slow. And I feel like as you find this pace here, just kind of chart your progress with this seven of Pentacles here, and see how with each day and each little bit of work that you put into that things do grow. Maybe this is doing a little more meditation. Maybe this is doing some journaling. Maybe this is getting out in nature. Something to I feel like something to, because I'm getting even like a quiet your mind with this overcome fear here, and getting in this space of this King of Cups energy, of learning to just like observe the thoughts and let them pass, in a sense, to just be in this observing state, but not to get into this where we're that fixed air energy that locked on to a certain thought. Because I feel like once we get into that spiral, if the King of Cups, he's thrown on an ocean, if you were to attach to everything that happens in the ocean, he'd never come back up for air again. He'd be constantly dragged down deep into the ocean, and then Eight of Swords. So a big step I even feel for some, however this may be translating for you, even if we're not sure what it is, the source of whatever this is, that's kind of there's like this little wrench in the cogs here. Just even acknowledging that there is a wrench there, I feel like can bring about this sense of can even just bring this sense of relief, in a sense, because at least now we really have eyes on it. And maybe we're not sure how it's going to work out, maybe we're not even ready to face that yet, but at least we know that it's there and we're keeping it in the back of our mind here, Aquarius. And I like this too. I was just thinking that with the Emperor here, you have the Empress. And I like this because I feel like this could even be for some, maybe there's this, again, someone that maybe we can discuss these fears with, possibly here. And but and I am getting this energy too with the Emperor and the Empress. Just if we are in some sort of relationship, Aquarius, I don't know, to like, if you've noticing that there's like a rift maybe between, or that the balance is off between you and your, just if we happen to, whatever relationships we might be in, it could be friends, family, lover, but just paying attention to that reciprocity, in a sense. And if something feels off, like, I mean, just, I feel like it's explaining what is going on, in a sense, like Aquarius. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. I think I'm gonna move away from that. But the Emperor doesn't have to do it by himself, and the Empress, she don't have to do it by herself. Just something to meditate on there, Aquarius. Let's put these two together here, and then let's talk about this last energy, which is Taurus. Because you got Big Papa, he's gonna be finally going direct there, Jupiter, and then you have my newfound homie here, Uranus. Like I'm still trying to figure. I've been giving these planet nicknames, and Uranus wants one too. And I'm thinking, something homie. I haven't decided yet. But you have Jupiter that's in Taurus, and then you have Uranus that's retrograde in Taurus for a little bit longer. And you're gonna be getting ready to get out of this retrograde energy here soon, Aquarius. You know, I feel things gonna start moving here soon. But Jupiter's going to now that Jupiter's well, once he goes direct after the 30th, he'll be in Taurus until the 25th of May 2024. And this encourages us to, encourages like us to take a steady and measured approach to achieving our goals in a sense, because Jupiter's all about giving that sense of a boundless abundance, but we want to take that abundant energy that he has and make it last long term there. We just don't want to waste it all there. We want to appreciate that energy that Jupiter brings. And this can bring opportunities for financial growth, considering that, these Taurian type of aspects, those bring security type of aspects, like, there could be increase in material well-being there. This could even be too, maybe even, this could even be too for, great for investments and savings and even like long-term planning there, Aquarius. So something to think about there. And then you have Uranus, your other ruler, that's going to be retrograde until the 27th of January, just a little after your birthday season starts. And wouldn't that be a nice little birthday gift from Uranus? Granted, he's a week late, but it's fine. But this encourages you to, because Uranus has been in Taurus for the last, since 2018, and we've had to really kind of get into that innovative energy with him, as with him being in such a big sign of security. We've had to alter how we do our finances, and had to adjust like where we're investing in, even like security, even like thinking about like our home security there, Aquarius. I've been noticing having a lot of conversations as far as that's even going on there. A lot of people more having to group up there and kind of bond together to try to pool resources and things. It's been a very, very wild ride with Uranus being in Taurus for these years there, and I feel like it's going to be extra interesting once he moves into Gemini in a couple of years. But this has been encouraging us to like revisit and even potentially revise our core beliefs and attitudes towards like wealth, possessions, and what we truly value there. So with these next couple of years that Uranus is going to be in Taurus, this again, Uranus can deal with that energy of freedom as well. So it's like, how can we find this sense of freedom in all of these changes and things that are happening in this realm? And one thing to think about, Aquarius, that depending on where your placements are, this is forming a square with your sign, and squares can be tougher energies because they're usually situations by no fault of anybody's is. Forces us to take a new action or take to change course in a sense. It's like, let's say you go to take your, and not that we're putting that energy out there, but it's not that, let's say like you go to take your car in and there's, for a tire, and then turns out your whole underside's all messed up and you need to leave it into a shop for like, a month. Why that long, we don't know. But it's like, in that time, are we taking public transportation? Are we going to be, ride share app, or are we going to maybe carpool if we're having to go to, work? How is that looking? Just gets us into that adaptable, innovative type of energy there, Aquarius. But let's get your last card here and see what's going on with these energies. Because I feel like this can be a lot of healing for you, Aquarius. A lot of growth and understanding, but thank you. Ooh, I like that. Look at you getting our ruler. So you have Luna here, the Luna card here. Look at this moon energy, and the High Priest. Look at all these little shenanigans. And the High Priestess is the moon there, Aquarius. And I mean, your reading started off with Divine guidance. High Priestess came out with that, and she's doubling down on that, because the moon does, one of the aspects that she does deal with is our intuition, Aquarius. And so I feel that this is in, like how I was talking about that energy of manifestation, like when you look at the stuff around you, like someone put that together, or someone is, even when you turn on your light switch, someone is providing this energy for you, you know, and someone, you know, even created that, in a sense, you know. It's just like, I feel like it's looking for the magic in life and allowing yourself, allowing almost like your imagination to run wild, in a sense. The Lunar card is this like this unadulterated, wild type of unrestrained, magical sense, and really kind of getting you in that sort of intuitive space, and that those energies for you to take your ideas and just really kind of run with it, Aquarius, because yours is one that does bring about these, just like, you know, these strokes of genius. And I feel like it's how do we go from them hitting every now and again, just sort of hitting randomly, to happening on a more consistent basis. There is what I feel like now, because now you're heating up here, High Priestess, Luna energy. You know, let's you know, all we need is like some moon card energy, and who knows what we're, you know, then we're really heating up. But let's get your last tarot cards here and get some energy on this. Absolutely. Take those ideas, Aquarius. And that's what I feel too, you know, we're with Pluto getting ready to move into your sign, you know, I feel like the only ideas, you know, the only crazy ideas are the ones that aren't being implemented there, Aquarius. You know, there's but let me get the rest of your cards here. Oh, and see what I'm talking about, Aquarius. And this has been happening a lot. You know, the spirits have been, we are in a heightened state of awareness, which leads to this energy of manifestation here. Hold on. Let me get your oh, we get one more card, Aquarius. Because you got the moon here. So that's dope. Thanks, Spirit. Let's see what else you got here. Yeah, it's sad. And we were talking about you earlier. So look at how we just come full circle here, Aquarius, because you have, I was talking about you, the Knight of Swords, you have the Page of Swords, the Six of Wands, the Temperance card, the Two of Pentacles, and then here's your last little bit of lunar shenanigans, the Moon, Pisces. Let's switch back over. Your ruler is in Pisces, and the Moon card is considered the scariest card of the major arcanas there, Aquarius. And so I feel there is this doubling down of this moon energy, this, you know, listening to your guides and listening to your intuition, learning how that even looks like. That I feel like there's something that's blocking this energy from being fully utilized, in a sense. Something that's throwing you out of balance here. Temperance. Something that, because even the Two of Wands can be this card of getting our energies synced up, in a sense. And I feel that this, because the Knight of Wands, where I love his momentum, I just feel like it's where, is he going towards something, or is he running away from something? I feel like is the question that's being asked here, Aquarius. And because we're gonna start, you're getting ready to get into a really big energy here with Pluto getting ready to form conjunctions with your Aquarius placements. Pluto's doing, you know, hit my moon placement back when he first entered your sign, and that did a lot. And not anything like, you know, horrendous, but not something I learned from, but it was a, and this is not to get you worried or anything along those lines, but Pluto means business. You know, it is one of those, like, you know, I'm not trying to get you scared, but I'm just trying to get you prepared. You know, that there is going to be this change that is happening, in a sense, with, you know, how we may think might be a little different. You know, you're taking on that Plutonian energy now. And so I do feel like that there's a need with the Knight of Swords to, because when the lower vibration, I don't know, he's all over the place. And now I feel like there's a need to be focused with the Knight of Swords here and really kind of get down to business as far as like finding the source of these things and realizing too with the Moon card that the Moon is the things that we see in the dark when when the Moon's out to play. Our imaginations run wild and they can create these terrifying things that can potentially keep us crippled. But what happens too when you think about it from a different sense is that your imagination is that wild, Aquarius, and when you can see things from a different perspective there and see, because the moon, all she's doing is reflecting the sun's light, and the card after the moon is the sun. And so I feel like whatever this is that we find these things that we need to face and whatever these blockages are, there's this Page of Swords of being inquisitive with it and being kind with it, because I feel like these are just some thoughts that pages are youthful energy. This could be something your inner child's trying to get to your attention there. Just, I had a little random thought from my childhood pop up not too long ago, and it's been coming on and off when I've been reflecting about it, but just some, where are we at, Aquarius? Yes, I'm not trying to keep you here too long, but yeah, I just feel like something to, that's really neat how that happened there with the moon there, and there's been a lot of this kind of auspicious type of energy, just things kind of lining up, and I feel too the support system. Also, the last little bit, I haven't been focused on the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands energy, I feel, is not just you getting through these things there, because you will get through this. It's going to be tough, but you will overcome this stuff. But I feel like they're going to be this help along the way there, Aquarius, is being open to, receiving assistance and, letting, but I think I'm gonna leave that there, Aquarius. So, oh, and I was gonna say with the moon, I don't know if I had put this thought in there, but realizing that the things that we may give a lot of power, give ourselves a lot of power to, I feel like it's this illusion that they control you in a sense with this fear. When you feel that overcoming fear of maybe the future or whatever this might be, what happened, whatever this is looking like there, Aquarius. So, but I think I'm gonna leave that there. A lot of big questions. There's Temperance card with Sagittarius, and we'll talk about that. A lot of big questions to ask ourselves. So, especially with Mercury being retrograde. But if you like that, Aquarius, or if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. Check that out. And then subscribe, or excuse me, share this, Aquarius. If you know someone who's maybe having troubles overcoming a certain fear here, or yeah, just I feel like with the Fool, it's like we're wanting to jump off, jump at this thing, but there's like we still like it's like we get that running started like right before we get to the edge, we like stop. It's just like, oh no, just kidding, like not ready yet. So yeah, just share this, Aquarius, and then subscribe there, you star. Hit that bell button, get notified when I release videos each week. And then last little bit there, look at you getting, I mean, for real, all the freaking lunar shenanigans. That's fantastic, and that's plenty enough to come over to my other channel, the Charity and Friends. But that's if you have any Cancer in your placement there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to my other channel. I talk about I do videos Monday through Friday there, discuss when the moon is doing all the, because the moon does a lot there, Aquarius. Being being Cancer's ruler, I feel like if you had the chance to be ruled by her for a day, you'd understand why Cancers act. We operate the way that we do, and all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get you surprise cards here, Aquarius, so I can get you out of here. Taking action, Ace of Wands. It's I feel that, and again, like just as it makes sense, but I feel this Ace of Wands is this invitation to explore some of these like kind of darker sides of yourself. Put in that shadow work, Aquarius, and whatever that looks like, and you know, we're always, there's always something that we can grow from there, Aquarius. You know, we're always learning and adapting and evolving, and yeah, sometimes that can be a little overwhelming and exhausting, and we take some time to Empress process that, take care of ourselves in between that, but we do have to keep growing. Change is a constant that's going on here. Ask the moon. The moon, ask a Cancer. The moon is all about, and I like that too, actually talking about that. The moon is about, a big thing of her is cycles. She's a very cyclical luminary. She goes through all the signs in about 29 and a half days or so. She's changing different phases in those, going through different signs in those phases. She goes void course. The moon really does a lot, and I feel like it's paying attention to those waxing and waning cycles that you will go through, because even if you're not ruled by the moon, you still are affected by the moon. You know, we're like how we're all affected by these planetary energies. And yeah, I feel like just paying attention to these cycles in life are going to be, oh, a big uh, a big one for you there, Aquarius. But all right, thank you. Let's get your last card here, because you have the Imagine card for your other Oracle card here, and I'm getting like a Nine of Cups energy here, Aquarius, where I'm just like, you know, kind of imagining your, not just thinking about how you connect with higher self, but you being in, being your higher self, because you are your higher self. You know, like it's, I feel like there's this, a way to connect with that is really imagining yourself in that energy, really kind of, and I'm not it's like there's this exploration that's coming through in this imagination energy that's kind of processing here. And you are, with being Saturn, you know, be with your ruler Saturn being in Pisces, a very dreamy like energy. You know, I feel like your imagination is more potent. This Luna energy was talking about that wild imagination, and so I feel like that you can make your, even the wildest of dreams come true there. But I feel like there are, this again, it's finding these blockages, and imagine this energy of being whole and like just kind of loving all aspects of yourself, you coming together into this healed being, and in being, imagine yourself in this energy of abundance, and then letting that energy guide you. You know, because it's one thing to make a wish, but then when you get the side, like, you know, there's this phrase, oh, what is it, it's, I'm paraphrasing here, Aquarius, but you know, someone asked the universe, please to help give me the winning, the winning lottery ticket, and the universe goes, please go buy the winning lottery ticket. And that's what I kind of feel like this energy is kind of giving you here. So because I do get a lot of intuitive energy here with all this moon, a lot of feminine energy with that Empress, and that in females, you know, they're just being naturally synced up with the moon. You know, there is this strong intuitive side, and we all have masculine and feminine side there, Aquarius. So that could even be maybe even dipping into that more kind of that Empress side, that, you know, getting, considering that there are two sides to the Empress, because we have been in a very masculine energy there, Aquarius. And for, you know, again, it's not a gender specific reading, and now I feel like it's, you know, we've been focusing on, there's no baby emperor in this deck, so I feel like it's working on that divine feminine energy and matching it with that divine masculine in order to form this bond here. But all right, Aquarius, I think I'm gonna leave that there. A lot to think about with this. I like it. So you stay safe out there, Aquarius. This is some big stuff here. I feel like you kind of went through there, and I hope that made sense. And raise your vibration through the roof, because you got a lot to learn. I feel like with this, this even got me thinking about some things there, Aquarius. This was a cool reading, and I will catch you on the next one later.